We don't call them the biggest rivals in Europe when it comes to ice hockey, the Panthers and the Steelers, for nothing. And when they turn it on in style. And there was everything to watch from the stands, packed stands at the arena in Nottingham when the Steelers came to town on Saturday night. It was to be a 9-goal thriller, but someone had to end up with 5 goals and someone with 4. It turned out to be an away win, but the effort from both sides was entertaining from start to finish. It was a thrilling game of ice hockey and it swung both ways. The word equaliser featured in the reporters' notebooks more than any other.
Regains the biscuit. Now a one-timer there that just goes wide. Ratchuk couldn't get the rebound. Andy Surdich, he's got a shovel out and he's trying to dig it out. Sheffield Steelers create a little of a double team situation there. Armstrong takes the shot, tipped in front, scores! Matthew Raw gets the show going for the Sheffield Steelers. Number 15 with the opening salvo. 36 still on the clock for the opening period, and that's going to be absorbed by Passel. But there's definitely going to be some afters here. A couple of face washes. Fitzgerald's out there, Brian McGrattan's out there, Farmer also stirring the pot. You'll see Matthew Raw involved. Not too much surprising names there. Brian McGrattan, I think, is challenging Zach Fitzgerald, but number 28 didn't want any of that. Panthers with their second power play opportunity. Chris Lawrence going to bend to the task as he comes in for his face-off chores. Didn't win it cleanly, but managed to go. Bradman for Steve Lee. Now backdoor for Bradman. Scores! And the Teddy Bears come on. That's a huge goal for the Panthers captain. Absolutely massive. The Canadian native, Macmillan, but Freder will peel back into his own zone and get his legs moving through center. Poked away by Matt Carter. He's got Jeff Brown with him. Going for it. Scores! Delicately dancing around Mustakov's. Absolutely poetry on ice. Matt Carter. So delicate. So phenomenal. Here come the Sheffield Steelers right back the other way. They're going to look to equalize this game, but a blocker save there made by Henry Passel. Backdoor, scores! That's a huge goal for the Steelers. They're right back in it. That's for sure. Hagos contributing. Now Ben O'Connor in control. Robert down. Sees the puck come to his blade. Offers right back to number 81. And it's scored! It came off somebody in front. Ben O'Connor with the shot. Passel couldn't quite track it down, and the Sheffield Steelers score on the power play. And they're going to go. Debian, Brian McGrattan. High-octane stuff here at the National Ice Center. They finally grab each other in the jerseys, and Debian is going to try to throw with that right. Just throwing them in there is Debian. Brian McGrattan coming right back him in waves. Those two just trying to, there's a couple of short jabs, trying to weather the storm a little bit. And then Brian McGrattan throwing some haymakers too. Debian goes on the knee, comes right back. They're still going at it, but finally the linesmen come in and they'll cut that one a little shorter than it could have been. Here, Chris Lawrence lowers his shoulder and finagles his way past Franzen. Over for Dan Spang. He's got a lot of breathing room. So does Steven Schultz. Ernst Mustakov's getting into it. They're racking at it. Scores! Brian McGrattan did a lot of the work, and I think Chris Lawrence gets the final touch. A loose puck uncorralled until number 18 brushes it into the twine. And not quite finding the mark, which is Lawrence's blade, and that means Sheffield Steelers have an opportunity to enter zone. And so they do, courtesy of Ferreira. Whoa, and that was a big hit. Jeff Brown throws in the shoulder, and I think Mike Ratchuk even lost his bucket on the play. into a bad area on the ice. Colton Freder will take over as he speeds into the zone. Funny bounce off the end boards, but that works just fine for Levi Nelson. High slot and a one-timer there. Scores! That's a scorcher by Robert Dowd. Carter taps it for Spang. He's going to glide along the line for Srdich. Receives the gift from Srdich. Now it's offered far side for Nikiforuk. Wires it for Dan Spang. He takes a shot. It's going to go a little bit wide. Hacking at it. Shipper scores! Matt Carter with his second of the game. He stepped up big time. No goal. No goal, folks. It's been waved off. Ben O'Connor with a nice pass off the board for Nilsson in stride. Passel had to jump on top of his helmet, and that puck had some butter on it. It was slippery and just trickled behind Passel, and it's an easy layup. Sheffield Steelers take a 5-3 lead. Brown will once again, you can see Matt Carter's just faced up, and the Goodrich takes the shot and a ricochet perhaps off Ben O'Connor. One more time, scores! That's a huge goal for number 17, who has his second of the game. He had his first one waved off, and now, no question about that one, Matt Carter steps up to the plate and trims the deficit to just one goal.